Hi guys, it's Cyndi, aka Disney Queen. Today I decided that I would share with you my experience with a weighted blanket. So stay tuned. So, about I want to say it was about 2 months ago. I was scrolling through one of my friends' Facebook page and she talked about a weighted blanket that she had heard about and she decided to purchase, and how much of a difference it made in her sleeping patterns. And I had actually not heard of weighted blankets. And so I did a little research and I checked out the one that she had actually purchased, and I decided to try it for myself. So let me give you a little backstory. About a year and a half ago, I really started having issues with staying asleep at night. Actually, even falling asleep at night. I wouldn't say that I'm a light sleeper, but I'm not a deep sleeper. And I'm sure some of it has to do with getting older, and some of it is probably insomnia from that. I have tried using melatonin. Recently, I started trying magnesium tablets. I just was not getting enough sleep. Some of it could be related to stress, some of it could just be, I don't really know. And I'm sure at some point maybe I probably should talk to a doctor about it. But I've talked to other ladies that are my age, and a lot of people had that same issue. And also, with everything that's been going on in the world, I feel like nobody is sleeping. I will get up in the middle of the night at 2:30 in the morning, sometimes at 4:30 in the morning, and I would see family and friends up on Facebook along with me. Now, after some research, I started to realize one thing I needed to do was have some type of nighttime routine. I always thought that was something you did with babies, but clearly adults need it too. Some of the things that I found that work for me has been definitely going to bed at a decent hour. It also meant maybe taking a warm shower at night. It meant turning off the TV, turning out lights, having some type of noise or white noise in my room. And for me, that is a fan. Another one of those things about growing older. But all of those things that I was trying, it just didn't seem like it was quite enough. Plus, my husband was not sleeping at night, and I thought, why not give this weighted blanket thing a chance? I ended up purchasing my weighted blanket from Walmart because that was where my friend who I had first initially heard about the weighted blanket had gotten hers from. And the reason why she liked hers was some of the same reasons that I thought this would be a good choice for me. So basically, at first I was just going to buy one for myself. But because my husband was also having issues sleeping at night, and he has some issues with just his nerves, I thought after doing the research, maybe this would be this would be good for him as well. So I ended up purchasing 2 weighted blankets. The first night that I used it, I wasn't sure if I was using it properly. And so I said, okay, we're going to give it another chance. My husband tried it for one night, did not like it. I don't know if it was because of the weight of it or if he just did not give it enough of a chance to work. You know how men can be. So after the first night, I mean, he might have tried it 2 nights. He was done with it. I was like, okay, so I now have 2 weighted blankets. In the meantime, I had told my mom about it, and she decided to purchase one for herself. But I decided that before I talked about it, I was actually going to give it a little while and see where it went. And like I said, it's been at least 2 months since I purchased the weighted blanket. First of all, I will say this. You really have to be okay with having weight on you, because I think I got the 15-pound weight, which is not the heaviest that you can get. And I even have heard some people say that over time you might have to try moving up to a larger weight. I don't know that I could personally handle having a weight that was more than the 15 pounds, because this thing and I have it with me. This thing is heavy. I will say this. I think in combination with doing some type of nighttime routine and maybe using the weighted blanket, that you can have success. I have not had like mind blowing success with it, but I will say that I have noticed a slight difference in how I sleep at night. And so, any gains that I can make by adding an additional 1 hour or 2 hour to my sleep at night is worth it to me. The reason I decided to get the one that was at Walmart, because I did look on Amazon, and Amazon had a few, but they were actually more expensive. Some of them did not come with a cover. This one from Walmart comes with a cover that you can take off and you can wash, and that was the reason why my friend liked it, and that actually was the reason why I decided to purchase that particular one. So after about 2 months, I will say this: I like the weighted blanket. It is definitely comforting, and I even use it sometimes when I'm just sitting in bed reading a book. I do use it at night, and I will say this: if I okay, how do I put this? So if I use my weighted blanket and go through my nighttime routine, which is basically no TV for me. My husband likes to watch TV, and I keep telling him maybe if you turn some of the things off at night that kind of stimulate your brain, that you would be able to sleep a little better. We're not sure if perhaps his has something to do medically with why he's not able to sleep. So we are looking into that. But if I do my nighttime routine, and if I turn off the lights, turn off the TV, only have my white noise in the background, I have learned to put my weighted blanket on underneath my comforter. Now, I do suffer from hot flashes in the middle of the night. Sorry, guys, if there's any guys watching this. And so that was a concern I had, that maybe it would be too hot for me. I haven't found that to be the case, and it might have something to do with it. This one is a temperature control one. Now, how it does that, I don't know, but surprisingly, I don't get as hot with this on. As a matter of fact, there have been times where if I have gotten hot, I will take the comforter off that I have on and just have this in my top sheet, and I've been fine. Plus, again, I do sleep with a fan. So that helps a little bit. I would say if I was to give this a rating of 1 out of 10, I would probably give it an 8.5, because I have definitely seen a difference in my sleeping pattern. I definitely feel like I'm getting a few extra hours of sleep that I wasn't getting before, because I could literally go to sleep at 11 o'clock and be back up looking at the ceiling at 1:30 in the morning, and it would be a fight for me to get back to sleep. With the weighted blanket, I feel like I am at least getting 5 hours of sleep. And if I push myself and I don't get up and try to do something, and then I just kind of lay there, I will fall back to sleep. So sometimes I can get an additional 1 hour. There have been times when I've gotten an additional 2 hours of sleep. So I will say this has made a difference. On average now, I'm only getting up maybe once in the middle of the night, and that is to go to the restroom. But other than that, I have found that it does work for me in some form. But I can tell you, I talked to so many people who had tried the weighted blanket and who swear by it, that it was worth me giving it a try. Yes, it's a little heavy. And if you're a person who may be claustrophobic, or maybe is not comfortable with like having weight on you, where you think you might like go into like a panic attack, maybe this is not for you. But basically, I would say if you're having problems sleeping and you've tried everything else, even if you're a person who uses the CPAP machine, I think that's what it's called, because my mom uses that, and she's added this to her what she uses to sleep with at night. I'm telling you, it's at least worth a try. The good thing about Walmart is if you don't like it, you have time to turn it back in. I thought I should give you some stats on the blanket. It's called Tranquility Weighted Blanket with a washable cover. Like I said, this is the 15-pound one from Walmart. And this was the package that it came in. It is temperature balancing with innovative technology, applies deep calming pressure, helps relax you to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake rested. It has a removable cover for easy wash and care. Let's see, what else does it say? So up here it says, see, it has applies deep calming pressure to your lower body, so you could just put it around your legs, which I have when I'm sitting in my chair here. Full body when you're sleeping at night, and then also neck and shoulders. And I didn't really pay attention to this when I got it, so I'm gonna try around my neck and shoulders, because I know sometimes I have a lot of tension right in this area, and I wonder if it would help with that. So that would be something new, but it definitely is calming when you put it around your legs. Definitely is very comforting when you put it full body when you sleep at night. One of the things that it also says on the packaging is it helps calm and comfort people who have trouble sleeping. So I wanted to make sure I gave you an idea of what exactly it says that it does. And like I said, for me, it has done quite a few of those things. On a scale of 1 to 10, I still would give it an 8.5. I think that for me, I just have to remember to not just use it, but to put a couple of other things into effect. If you have any suggestions or how you get a better sleep at night, I do know that when I'm sedentary and I don't move around a lot, then I have an issue sleeping. But if I've been up and moving around and doing things, or even when I exercise, that also helps me to sleep a little bit better at night. So I'm trying everything at this point, because you need your rest. And I don't know about anyone else, but I just don't function very well when I don't have enough rest. And it's not something that I was used to having an issue with. So the fact that I was having an issue with it, I knew I needed to do something about it. And so I appreciate the fact that my friend recommended this. Like I said, a couple of other people recommended it. And it's not like a miracle working item, but for me personally, it has made a difference. So I thought maybe if someone else had the same issue, they would like to know about this. I also wanted to enclose some information about how they suggest you take care of it. With the outer cover, which is the one that you can put in the washing machine, they do recommend that you put it on cold, no bleach, of course, and actually it says only non-chlorine bleach when needed, and you tumble dry on low, remove promptly, and do not iron. Now, this fabric feels like a soft velvety fabric, so I understand why they like a crushed velvet. That's kind of what it feels like to me, but a very soft crushed velvet, because some crushed velvet is like a little bit stiff. This is not stiff at all. It is very soft. It's good. It feels good up against your skin, so it's not itchy or anything like that. And then on the other side, I'm not sure, I believe the other side is just like a polyester. It says 100% polyester, and so that's like a sheet fabric, almost like a jersey t-shirt fabric, type of fabric. And then it does have a zipper that you can take the cover off to wash it. So it's convenient for that too. They don't suggest washing your, which I'm actually surprised by, because I thought that was something you had to do. But it says here, as far as the inner cover, that you just spot clean, which is good. If you have a cover, you're probably not going to have very much issues with it. Now, from what I understand about the blanket itself, it's like glass beads. So that might be why they don't recommend you wash it in a washing machine, which is, to me, that's why you need a cover. I would suggest, if you're going to purchase one, especially like on Amazon, that you purchase one with a cover. But the one from Walmart is very well priced. They do have different weights, which as the weight goes up, the cost goes up. But I had the 15-pound one, and it was $39.99. And I will put a link below to the blanket itself. I did find when I first started to go look for it that it was out of stock. So if it's out of stock, check back again later on, because it might go back in stock. But also check in your local Walmart, because there might actually be one on the shelf. Now, I know for our Walmarts, they've been kind of crazy. And so I've just found it easier to order things online than to go into the store and purchase an item. But I do know that there are some stores that you can get it in the store if you want to, so you don't have to wait for it to come in. And usually if you spend $35, you get free shipping with Walmart. I'm hoping that this helps someone who maybe has heard of it, or someone who hasn't heard of it. I had not actually heard of it, and I'm glad that I was able to try it out and give it a chance. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you would like to know when the next video comes out, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. So until I see you the next time, have a blessed day. Bye.